646, Michael Cohen, 1320 WILS. You hear about Botox for wrinkles, things like that, but it's summertime now. And believe it or not, Botox can even stop excessive sweating. Lisa Cobb is with Luxury on Lovers. LuxuryOnLovers.com is the website, and she is involved in all kinds of cosmetic procedures. Lisa, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Excessive sweating. Like, how much do you have to sweat, do you think, for Botox to be administered for that?
There is a disorder called hyperhidrosis. Some people just really like sweat in buckets. It's pretty incredible. Some people just sweat a lot more than others, and they don't want to ruin their clothes, or they don't want embarrassing situations. You're getting ready to go meet the in-laws for the first time, future in-laws for the first time, and you don't want to seem more composed, or you're getting married, and, sweating is kind of like blushing under your arms for a lot of people. They just kind of lose it.
It can be uncomfortable, I can imagine. Is this a rare procedure you do for sweating, or rather common, would you say?
It's getting more common. It's a bit pricey because it's something, unlike Botox, you've heard about Botox being used for migraines, which is usually covered medically, but I don't think the insurance companies care whether you're embarrassed or you ruin your clothes.
So wait, is it as expensive as getting Botox for wrinkles, or more so?
For wrinkles, less so, because it takes almost a full vial of Botox to treat the underarms, and that's 100 units. Then that varies from city to city, from $9 to $12, $13 a unit. So you're talking $900 to $1,200.
$900 to $1,200, and that's for each armpit?
No, just for both.
For both, okay. And so what the injection actually goes right into the armpit?
Yep.
That's got to be kind of tender down under there, isn't it?
It's not bad. Botox really is not painful.
And so what happens? So you put the Botox in there, and then the sweating immediately stops, or?
Over the next, it kicks in. With some people it kicks in pretty quickly. The company says it takes 2 weeks, but most people see results sooner than that.
And what if you sweat, though, let's say from your head or on your back? Can you put Botox everywhere like this?
Well, I don't know that that's done, but, who knows? There might be those kind of future applications, but we just know that most people do. Their greatest sense of perspiration is, underneath their arms. That's where there's so many antiperspirants and deodorants and things
so
like that.
Is the Botox that much more effective than just using antiperspirant?
Oh, yeah. Because antiperspirant's really not going to keep you from sweating like that. Especially in it's very hot climates. Like, we're in Dallas, and the temperatures get up in the hundreds, and it's pretty brutal out. And so people are just, especially men, they have to wear coats and ties to work, and it's just, they're just what?
You feel they feel like they're swimming to work at some point. So one last thing. So if you're using Botox under your arms, then does the sweat come out in other parts of your body then, or do you see that kind of thing happen?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
If you sweat, some people sweat a lot more than others. Like, when you work out, there's some people that are big-time sweaters and some people that aren't. People that are big-time sweaters sweat more under their arms, but they're not necessarily going to sweat, people that they're just not going to necessarily start sweating more in other areas. They just, kind of overall sweaters.
Yeah. Do you do the injections yourself, Lisa?
No, my nurse practitioner does.
Gotcha. And it's a quick injection, and off they go.
Yeah.
So,
and usually, while they're there, the men are there, especially men. If a lot of men do it, they start asking about their foreheads and their crow's feet and things like that. So they get a little pop there too often.
Well, next thing you know, they're not sweaty and they look younger at the same time.
That's right.
That's a good combination. You mentioned earlier something about migraines, Botox for migraines.
Yeah. I'm
not familiar with that. How does that work? Is that effective?
Yes, it's very effective. And you're actually starting to see commercials for it right now. They're actually starting to, Allergan, who's the company that makes Botox. Right. There are other neurotoxins. There's another neurotoxin called Dysport. It works the same way.
It's a neurotoxin, Botox, right?
Right.
It's a neurotoxin, and it helps with hopefully you're not injecting it into the brain, I'm guessing, right?
Well, you're injected into the head. I'm not exactly sure where but that requires about, my understanding is, it takes 2 to 3 vials in some cases. So
do you do that procedure yourself in the office there, or
no? That's really more
medical,
being diagnosed, and that's really more of a an ongoing severe medical condition where they have to really be diagnosed, and insurance typically will cover that if they have that diagnosis.
Gotcha. So basically, for the face, for the armpits, is there anywhere else you ever see Botox injected? Does that
Well,
cover?
I know that a lot of times they do it for like nerve twitches and things like that. So they do put it in other parts of the body, and those are usually more medical. Medical uses that, they try it for different areas. I know some people that have gotten for severe neck pain, and it helps somewhat, but if you're over-injected, then that's really kind of bad because then your head flops all around.
Yeah, you need to
Because it paralyzes your neck muscles, so
Right.
it's like your head's like a bobblehead,
You need to maybe walk around with a neck brace at that point.
I've known people that have had to do that because they were over-injected.
Lisa Cobb, the website is luxuryonlovers.com. Luxuryonlovers.com. Lisa, always great having your expertise. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.